I wanted to make this video for people who are planning to apply for permanent residence in Canada through the Express Entry system. This video would serve as a guide and explain what the process is like, what to expect and what not to do when you apply. I shall update this video from time to time to keep up with the updates that CIC would be throwing at us. This video is intended for anyone who wants to get a glimpse of how the process works. This is basically a two-step process. You first submit an online Express Entry profile and you receive an IDA, and after that you apply for permanent residence. So, let's get started. I shall explain the process in three parts: pre-application, pre-IDA and post-IDA. Don't worry, you'll soon find out what an IDA is. I'll give you guys a brief description of the three parts one have mentioned above. Pre-application phase. A phase where you have not created an online Express Entry (EE) profile. You do not have a profile number. Pre-IDA phase. A phase where you have created an online profile and you are waiting to get your invitation to apply, IDA. Post-IDA phase. A phase where you have received an IDA and you are all set to submit your Permanent Resident (PR) application to Citizenship and Immigration Canada, CIC. Pre-application phase. You will go through the following in the pre-application phase. Deciding to come to Canada. Take a piece of paper and write down why you want to come to Canada. Outline your settlement plan. Try to research how you would support yourself and the job prospects in Canada. Please do not paint a rosy picture. Don't think Canada will be a land of milk and honey right after you land here. You have to build a life for yourself, so do not plan to relax as soon as you get here. If you are determined to work smart and put in sincere efforts once you get here, you will be a successful immigrant in your new home, Canada. Checking if you are eligible. To apply to Express Entry, you must satisfy certain criteria. We shall discuss this below. You should be eligible under one of the economic immigration programs. FSWP Federal Skilled Worker Program. FST Federal Skilled Trades. CEC Canadian Experience Class. From this point on, I will limit the information to FSW program alone. For FSWP, you need to score at least 67 points out of 100 to be eligible. You can manually calculate your points based on the criteria outlined in the CIC webpage. You must use the Come to Canada tool to check if you are eligible under Express Entry. Provide answers to the questions and the tool will tell you if you are eligible or not. The basic eligibility criteria are as follows. A. You need to have your language test results ready, English or French. I shall write a separate post about this later. B. You need to have an ECA report for your academic degrees, diplomas if they were not obtained from Canada. C. You need to have at least 1 year continuous, full-time, at least 30 hours per week, 1,560 hours per year, or equivalent part-time experience in an occupation that is categorized under NOC 0, A or B in the past 10 years. D. You need to have unfettered access to sufficient funds, that are unencumbered, depending on your family size. For the case in point here, dependents, include your spouse and your dependent children. This money may not be borrowed from another person. So, what does the tool say? Are you eligible? No? I'm sorry, you can check if you are eligible under any other immigration program. If yes, congratulations. You have cleared one hurdle on your path to attaining your permanent residence. You will receive a code that is called the Personal Reference Code. You need this to create your online EE profile. Creating your online Express Entry profile. Congratulations! You are eligible and all set to create your online Express Entry profile. To proceed, you will need a couple of things. A. As mentioned before, you would need the Personal Reference Code. B. You need to create a MyCIC account, if you do not have one already. C. You will need your Language Tests Test Report Form, TRF, number and your ECA report number to create and submit a complete profile. D. You need to register with Canada's Job Bank, for CIC to deem your application as complete. The only people who are exempted from this requirement are the ones who have a job offer endorsed with a Positive Labour Market Impact Assessment, LMIA, or people who are already working in Canada. Please note that you need a login credential to create a MyCIC account. You can log in through a sign-in partner or by creating a GC key. I will discuss, in pristine detail, the end-to-end process involved in creating an EE profile, with screenshots, in a separate post, since the scope of this post is only to provide some basic insight on how the EE system works. You will have created your profile by now. Now you have to sit down patiently and wait for your IDA. The odds of getting an IDA are directly proportional to your CRS. Higher your CRS, higher the chances of getting invited. This is the end of the pre-application phase.